and white supremacists.
Or appears to be undergoing some painting. They point the guns at someone behind the counter but run off when confronted by the security guard. Police say they left in a red SUV heading east on 59th Street. Anyone with any information is asked to call NYPD's Crime Stoppers hotline at 1-800-577-TIPS. Katie Johnston. A brutal attack caught on video in the Bronx. It started when one person picks up a cinder block and throws it, hitting a 25-year-old man in the head. Other people jump in, punching and kicking the two men, then stealing the 47-year-old man's wallet before...
Hey guys, check this out.
For gun violence in the city, 3 people shot in Jamaica, Queens around 2:15 this morning. Police say shots were fired during a fight. One person was taken to the hospital in critical condition.
A late-night trespassing at a Chinese restaurant in Chelsea is caught on camera. Security video inside the Xi'an famous food shows 2 women stumbling into the kitchen early Sunday morning. One of them is seen trying to cook dumplings. The restaurant owner said.
Police are searching for a suspect seen throwing a liquid substance on a man and then running off. The victim had to be treated for burns. CBS 2's Jenna DeAngelis has more now from Midtown.
Another awful attack in the city. This one happened here at the corner of West 47th Street and 6th Avenue, and police say it was unprovoked. Watch the shirtless suspect creep up behind the man wearing all black and throw some sort of liquid on him. The 50 and falls to the ground, hitting
There's the white supremacists.
his head. The suspect doesn't even look back.
It's horrible. It's a horrible incident. You never want to see something like that go on.
Zach Williams is among the horrified people we spoke to who work in Midtown near where this happened.
It's sad, it's crazy out there, how people just do these kind of things.
Police say no words were exchanged prior to or
Happening today amid a rising toll of gun violence. A young victim of a stray bullet shooting a year and a half ago is being remembered. 14-year-old Amir Griffin was shot and killed on a Queens basketball.
A delivery worker is killed while on the job in a Manhattan hit and run.
As the community raises money to send his remains back to Bangladesh, they say it highlights the dangers of the job for so many who are considered essential but often overlooked. CBS 2's Andrea Klein-Thomas has more.
24-year-old Borkat Ula was working, making...
It was another weekend of violence in New York City. Police were called to more than a dozen shootings.
3 teenagers were killed in separate shootings. One victim just 30.
The Ulta store in Huntington Station was robbed twice on the same day. Suffolk County Police say $1,000 worth of perfume was stolen from the shop. That was around 10:30 in the morning, June 26th. Then at 5:30 that afternoon, another $5,000 worth of perfume was stolen. They released
Another deadly weekend of gun
So 4 teens killed in weekend
violence
shootings.
in the city involving several teenage victims.
The surge in shootings nationwide will be a major topic today as a candidate for New York City mayor heads to the White House. CBS 2's John Diaz is live at the...
That's Doctor in the Numbers, it looks like. So, well, are we seeing some trends here?
another troubling weekend of gun violence in New York City. Shootings across 3 boroughs left.
So now 2 teens.
2 teens dead and 1 hurt, including...
So 7, 9. I mean, like, what are the numbers? You know, because the smallest number was 3, and that was the latest video. That was a weird video.
Your car dealer will hate.
The
NYPD is also looking for the suspect accused of breaking into a home in Woodhaven, Queens, and attacking a man inside. The man allegedly pried open a window, punched. Now, police are looking for a man
It looks like a white supremacist here.
accused of brutally beating an elderly woman in the East Village. Police say this man assaulted a 70-year-old woman with an unknown.
There's the white supremacist. Oh, interesting. Looks like a dreamer. I mean, I hope you're seeing a nice little trend here.
An update now from Newark, where a 31-hour standoff between a suspect and police has ended with the suspect wounded and in custody. It began Wednesday morning when police tried to execute a search warrant for drugs at a home on Clinton Place. Prosecutors say someone fired shots and 42-year-old Hassan Grimsley barricaded himself inside, prompting police to evacuate the area. Just before 1 o'clock this afternoon, police tried to engage Grimsley with non-lethal force, and he allegedly fired at them. Officers returned fire, hitting Grimsley, who was taken to University Hospital.
And now some new information on the stray bullet death of a high school student in Yonkers. Today, a 17-year-old pleaded guilty to second-degree murder. Jameer Thompson is accused of firing a gun at another person in April of 2019.
Are we seeing a trend here? You know, I pay attention to the news. This is just one outlet. You know, freaking actually. Virginia Beach. Friggin' resident charged with arson after 3-alarm fire. Big surprise. There's a lot of fires down in Norfolk. Man arrested after Black Lives mural, whatever. Friggin' there's a white supremacist.
We have updates in two cases that we've been following. First, a guilty verdict for a man arrested in the shooting death of another man at a Portsmouth bar. Police arrested Nicholas Moffitt and charged him with first-degree murder back in March. A Norfolk jury handed down a guilty verdict for DeMarcus Mackey. He was arrested for second-degree murder, abduction, and robbery in the death of 23-year-old Stephon Grimes. The double shooting happened back in June 2019 on Keller Avenue in the Ballantyne Place neighborhood.
This primitive African tribe reveals
O'clock this morning on Thurgood Street near Compostela Road. That's in the Diggstown neighborhood. Norfolk police say 3 teens were hurt. Paramedics took the 15-year-old boy to a hospital where he passed away. Investigators say a 14-year-old boy and a 16-year-old boy were also hurt in the shooting, but they are expected to recover. Police have not released suspect information yet, but we are working to get those details. Now, you might remember yesterday, Police Chief Larry Boone told us teens are getting guns too easily, which is having a negative impact on Black.
And we are starting with breaking news in Norfolk. Chopper 10 was above the scene of shots fired in Norfolk, Tidewater, and Cromwell Drives.
Hampton police are investigating a robbery that happened at a 7-Eleven. Officials say a little...
First name Ryan, last name Elza.
There's a white supremacist.
Do you remember the...
Breaking news just into the newsroom. Newport News police are looking for the man you see here on the screen, 22-year-old Kevin Bethay. Officials say he is facing a number of charges.
So, yeah, I mean, I went through 2 different channels and showed the global headlines. Did I not? And the minorities are creating the majority of the crime. And for explaining this and for gathering the facts, I'm a white supremacist, I'm a racist, I'm censored, and well, yeah, I mean, I'm a bad guy. Anyways, I've got things to do. Take care, be safe, be kind, stay strong. Love y'all. And what can I say? I love the American flag, and that makes me a freaking racist.